There's a certain allure to seeing things from a distance. For example, at an art gallery, distance helps the art to be even more beautiful. At an opera, we want the distance that allows the expanse of the stage to speak to us too. One time I remember sitting in the front row of a concert and was completely distracted by being too close and feeling sweat droplets from the performers hitting my face. Shepherding kind of reminds me of that. Probably in reality, it's a sort of smelly and bug-ridden job that ultimately I suppose isn't all that enjoyable, but from a distance, it presents itself as a peaceful, nature-based spiritual reality that at times looks very, very attractive. I think the healthy spiritual life probably needs both the close-up, the mundane, and the distance that allows the entire horizon to be seen. Much of the spiritual life is about the mundane. The up and close vision talks to us about persistence in our everyday lives, the everyday ins and outs of our lives, the steadfastness of faith that is often the locus of true deep holiness. It's not so much about the flash or the grandiose. The lives of the saints are filled with stories of everyday shepherding in good times and in bad, and in sickness and in health. Yet there's from afar a life of faith that gives us meaning and hope. It refreshes and challenges us to be born again and again in the power of the resurrection. It's now the fourth week of Easter, and maybe up close it's getting a little routine. Maybe we need to step back and balance the whole thing with the wide view of what Easter and this time does for us. The Good Shepherd remains steadfast, patient, in the horizon and up close. He loves us and calls us to perspective that we are awestruck and gently led along the path that allows us to be athirst for the living God.